Can you give us a specific example of how you're able to help somebody? So let's create a scenario here. You uh, ran into a dentist, or you met a dentist at one of the seminars you're speaking at, and probably he or she probably approached you and was at the point where they were ready to quit dentistry, and you were the last speaker they saw. Just wanted to give you that chance to say, um, you know, how can you help us? I mean, they may not have been ready to quit dentistry, but to say, but they were definitely experiencing burnout. So,
Well,
can you give us a specific example of how you're able to help somebody?
I have been speaking for about 5 years. I worked in the dental
Okay.
practice hands-on for about 35, and I did
Okay.
everything in a dental practice you could possibly do legally.
Okay.
Assistant, front desk,
Okay.
sterilization, janitor, potty cleaner, everything. So I saw the practice from lots of different angles, but a number of people have come up to me after a presentation and said that they really wished I was on their team. I mean, particularly team members would come up and say, "Gosh, I wish you could work with our team." And
Sure.
I said, "So what are you experiencing?" And says, "Well, it's like World War II in our office. There's this animosity, there's no teamwork there." And so, and I tell them, I said, a lot of that is organization setting, expectations, focusing on the right things. But one example I want to share with everybody that is probably the most powerful experience I had was my very first consulting client, who is a dear, dear friend, probably the sweetest person on the planet.
Hmm.
I went in to help him do an employee handbook and get his monitors together, and uncovered a huge embezzlement.
Oh,
His income doubled the next year.
wow.
Doubled.
Okay.
After we got rid of her. And it was a real struggle for all of us
Wow.
involved in this to kind of get our minds around what was going on.
Yeah.
And I have seen embezzlement way too often than I should. And actually, that's one of the presentations I do, is
Okay.
on embezzlement in the dental office, because that impacted me to the point where, once again, I just dove in head first. I couldn't get enough information about it.
Sure.
Uh, and so that was a very powerful experience, and it has affected me forever. Ever. That will never change for me, I don't think. Another powerful experience was when one of the dentists that we knew in our area called me up and said, "My front desk person died.
Oh,
She's
that's
been with me for 35 years. She was the only person at the front desk.
oh,
Nothing was written down. Nobody knew
oh,
what she did or
yeah.
how she did it." He was terrified. And I, of course, walked in the next day, and within a month, we had someone hired and trained and had the whole team trained so this would never happen again. Did a lot of cross training, got systems written down. And
Sure.
systems are magical because um, they will have results for years and years and years
Right.
if you use them the right way. So that was a really rewarding experience in a way that I helped to practice. Oh gosh, I could list 10 or 15. I mean,
Oh, of course. Yeah.
I get so much pleasure out of going into an office where they're running behind, their patients are leaving, the patients are angry, the front desk's
Mm.
hair is on fire because everybody's sitting in the waiting room. Turn that scheduling system around, organize it, make it user friendly, make it really efficient, make it so the doctor doesn't run behind,
Right.
make it so the patients have an amazing experience.
Experience. Yeah.
So that's really rewarding for me too.